Alright, got a quick video of my Turtle School deck profile. This deck is slept on, like the Steph Curry hands slept on. Because this deck cooks. The reason it cooks is because of its effect, which allows it to play the field card from the deck. Which, this is the reason your deck flows, because it nets potentially 3 cards out of your deck. Mind you, on what it affects, you gotta put one back, but thinning the deck by like 2 to 3 cards, and then netting 2 to 3 cards, your qualities of draws is through the roof. And the only other deck that comes close to that is the Fu, the Black Fu from like set 22. Hopefully, we get some more support from that, or at least a Z leader. That would be dope. And cause in the Heroes arc, he got more screen time and other forms. And I'm like, Bandai, don't sleep on that. But what I'll further do is I'm gonna plow through this deck list. The other beauty about this, besides the alternate awakened condition, you're probably not gonna get too often. You're probably going down to 4, but you see 2 cards every time you swing. Backside, he builds his own Z energy. Also, he can sack off the field card to uh get a double strike, and for each of your turtle schools and your energy +5, so he can be like 30 to 40k on his own pretty nicely. Also, the best thing about him is the fact that he's Saiyan Earthling, World Tournament, and Turtle School. All those keywords, or all those specific characteristics on one card, it's just tough. There's so many ways I could have made this. As you seen, I made like announcer 10 different ways on my channel. Go check that out. Because he's a green world tournament leader, I can play the green world tournament cards in here. That requires a Pacific green leader. But I didn't lean into it too much, but just a slight little bit. But we're going to start off with the Z deck, because there's importance in that. We're doing a 1-1 split with the Piccolo and the Broly, simply. Then we got 3 Bardocks. Then we got a Bojack, just for the unison type decks. Then we got Jero, then Jiren, just 1-1 for like unisons at will, because I can build Z energy effectively. Then we have 2 you don't have to complete one. 2 turtle schools. This is the bread and butter of the deck. And also this is another way you thin out the deck. You make this like on the first attacking turn, so you can go through the plays and just get key advantage and play your turtle schools. Your turtle schools and your sharpened skills. Also, this is another way to recycle the field card once you pop it. That's why I play 2, just to reset that whole thing back up. I'm playing really light because I can recycle most of my sharpen skills. He's like the kind of slight hand control. This is just crit pressure. Crit pressure is always good in green. Then we have 3 Krillens, 3 Gokus, 2 Yamchas. This is the searcher. You usually want to play the Krillens and Gokus to your opponent's side of the field, then get the Yamcha from the deck to play on your own, because he's the searcher. Also, let me cut ahead to the other searcher. I wasn't playing these at first because the effect is kind of hard to understand reading it at first glance, but through some legwork, understood the effect. This is a counterplay where you counterplay from hand for it to go into drop. It doesn't have, or it doesn't trigger from field. Just wanted to put that out as a disclaimer. I still like it though, because it still searched the top 7 for Goku cards. So it just nets you some value, but counterplays is important, and also uh cards that can be searched. Following that up with my other Chi-Chis. This because if my Leaders World Tournament, you get to play it in the game's blocker. That's the whole reason we play that. Then we take in a solid TN from the World Tournament squad. Then going back to our usual Master Roshi. This is the focal point after you hit turn 3. So, because once the game gets to turn 3 and beyond, there's a lot of interruptions, and having him established on the field means your usual play lines don't get interrupted. Then we have our top ender, 2 Gokus, recycle our cards, and a Piccolo. This is pretty. Was in the original concept. Then going on to the utilities after you've seen the strategy. King Cold's, a lot of people sleeping on this card. 1 energy that makes them have to answer it to get through to your life. And most people not playing a game where they answer these on the regular, but I do. 2 Paragus and 2 Piccolos, because this is just the new bottom deck 2 super combo. I would say just stuck with the 2Z energy super combos, but this deck kind of when it gets down to 4 anyway. Then we got the obligatory 1-0s, the power 1-0s. We have 1 Spirit Bomb Goku just for a board wipe, and also combos with the Chi-Chi, which I can play both in 1 turn and still have a blocker because it stands itself back up. Once you rest it by skill, then the usual Frieza and the Cell, because we play a lot of 6 drops, and playing the turn 5 is pretty easy because of cards like Dormant Potential. Then we have our negates, because Dormant plus blocker is at its highest form, but if you don't have blocker, you gotta have negates behind it, and 2-2 split with the tokens, and another 2 with the Uneasy Awakening, because we can use this because our leader is also Saiyan, which I mentioned in the beginning. Then for our last card, we have a feat, because we can make the hit hurt, because our leader is also Goku. Our leader is Goku, Krillen. I think Goku, Krillen, and Roshi, I think. But important part is Goku. Krillin don't have any cool generic cards as of yet. Side deck, it's pretty whatever your format is, or whatever however your locals play. But for mine, I got 2 Cheers to Stream, just to hit on Z energy for those decks that need it. Blue Impulse, pretty good. Just if they like playing a turn, I just blow up their field. 4 Indestructible. Indestructible is a problem generally, because you have to side in to answer Indestructible, but that's when it comes up. Another Goku and Piccolo, just to hammer it in. Then we side the Yamchas just for the matchups where I know 85% of the deck I'm playing against, usually like low to the ground red decks, black Xenopan, because they 90% of their deck is 4 or less, and this just pops and kind of controls the game. And for our last 5 cards, Boopo, just more reasons to make him stop, and Hercule. I don't know how I feel about that yet. Same with the Videl. So I just have them in the side for now, and we'll just build the match where they make sense. But that's for testing. But that's been my profile of my Roshi deck. Yeah, Goku, Krillen, Yamcha, Master Roshi. Oh, and there's 4 people on this card. If they ever make a green Yamcha or a green Krillen deck, this deck gets a boost up. And that is pretty cool. But for now, this is the list. Don't sleep on it and try it out for yourself. You can see how I smooth and groove with it. And I understand why this was topping regionals overseas. But people should get back to this. It's really strong, really consistent. And the TP card that came out a year ago really powered this deck up. All right. That's all I have to say on it for now. Keeping it short. Catch you later.